Hello, this is Chris Wando from Cycle Solutions. Right now I'm at our shop in South Florida in Fort Myers Beach called Snowbird Speed Shop. I have a 2014 Street Glide here, and I have a whole slew of parts. I want to kind of go over, tell you about what we do and why we do it, and the parts that we use, whether it's us doing it or the do-it-yourselfer at home. So this is the 14103. Already taken the cam chest apart. I cut the push rods out so I don't have to take the top of the motor, throw them in the trash. We use adjustable S&S push rods with new covers and seals so we don't have to disturb the motor, create potential leaks. This particular bike, when we opened it up, smelled terrible. It was burnt. The tensioners inside were well worn. You can actually see the tracks of the chain in it. And one of the bearings in the rear is actually rough to the touch, and you can see the evidence on the cam itself. So we're going to be replacing them with some full needle bearings from Zippers. They're pretty much bulletproof. So it takes a special tool to do that, so if you're going to do that job, you might have to invest. Another thing to point out is the crank sprockets have become increasingly sloppy. And if you look, I can literally move that 5 or 6 degrees. It's actual crank timing change, so there's a bit of performance to be had by getting rid of that. This is Fueling's sprocket. It's just like this one, only it's cut a couple thousandths less, so when it goes on the end of the pinion shaft, it's tight, no movement, none at all. So we'll be putting that on after we put the motor together. Don't get in a rush to do it. So this is our cam plate. This is the foundation of the house. It has bronzite bearings on the crank carrier as well as both the cams, as opposed to a plain piece of aluminum. We use this because it's pretty darn durable, and the bearings are replaceable. Each of these pumps is hand pressure set. This one's set at 42 psi. By lowering the peak pressure, we can increase the idle pressure, make it quieter and cooler running, especially in hot temperatures and slow speeds. We use the Fueling oil pump, the geo-rotor pump. You can use your stock pump on the back of this, but if you want to build a Rolex, we use the Fueling pump on the CSR cam plate. It bolts together. It's a piece. It's a work of art. This particular bike had hardened, hard-coated rollers in the lifters, and this is a tough one to see here. But you can actually see what's called the frosting, where the hardening's there, it's turning gray, and this material is actually transferred onto the stock cams. So we prefer the Fueling lifters. They don't pay us to say that, we use them because they work. They're quiet. So that's a hardened roller, full needle bearings inside. Super nice, super smooth, easy to prime up and easy to bleed down. So that goes into our cam chest. We frequently use the Zippers dual piston patented tensioner. So it has 2 pistons and it does not have a weave hole like the factory tensioner does, whereas these tend to always be squirting oil out and around. These don't. These are said to have a 100,000 mile life expectancy. They're part of all of our kits. We don't really recommend that you use a gear drive cam in any of these newer bikes because the taper pressed crank will shift. It's always kind of in a state of flux. If you get too much run out on the end of the pinion shaft, you're going to have a problem with 2 gears clashing together. When you use chains and tensioners, it eliminates the worry. It's no problem. In this particular case, this gentleman already has a Thundermax Auto Tune and a nice set of our duals on the bike. I'm putting a Zippers 527 cam in it. It's kind of a dual cam, this little hot rod cam. It's nice and spunky sounding, and it just makes power from basically idle to redline. It's a great cam, especially if you want to leave it a 103. There's a lot bigger cams that we'd use if we were making the motor bigger later on. The K&P XL44 oil cooler filter is part of our package. So this is a washable stainless steel filter. It's made in America by Americans. It has a neodymium magnet, like our Dimple brand magnetic drain plugs, countersunk into it, so it's washable. You don't buy cartridges, you simply wash it with parts cleaner, brake cleaner, gasoline if you need to. Spin it back together, inspect the O-ring. If it needs replaced, you can flip it, or you can put a new one in it. Comes with a spare, spins on, so it's an oil cooler, and it's an oil filter. Has a lifetime warranty as well. So every part that we're looking at, all of these parts are available on our website, and you're more than welcome to call us at any time. And we can help walk you through, pick the right cam, help you with the right tuner, provide you with the right map to get you going here. We can provide you with anything. So this bike will basically complete our stage 1 exhaust, breather, tuner combo, and stage 2 cam chest combination. The third step will be a throttle body. This is the stock 50. In this case, I'd use a 55mm CSR throttle body. Horsepower Incorporated builds those for us. They're a beautiful piece of work. So, thanks for tuning in. If you have questions, you can always call us at 765-730-1646. Happy to help you. Thank you.